I am here. How's everyone? Oh god. Things are working. Changed some of the stuff. And changed the rules, changed just some of the stuff in the background. Stuff like I can now show you guys what song is playing at all time. I'm happy I can find it. Oh, for fuck's sake. And this. This. There you go. Like, I'm happy, like, just that being able to work again. Let me move it from here, actually. This section around here. Uh, I didn't like the underground here. Here. There you go. I like it there. But yeah, it's Wednesday, middle of the week. Hope everyone's alright. I was deciding between a bunch of demos or the 14 all day. Decided that yeah, I'll go with Final Fantasy 14 because Friday I might highly have Silent Echo again collab where we play Guilty as Sucks. The only thing is I'm not sure if I'll have the energy for it. Like I know my team, I know they're very chaotic, very energetic, but at the same time it's a type of energy that after work I don't know if I'll have. So on this, I decided that I'll stream FF14 tonight. I did some off-stream grinding quickly. Like I said, I will level up the Tomer Church for going for Black Mage. And I was going to do like some of the quests, like it just a specific starting quest just to help me up. I'm level 15. The only issue is I did start a quest for the class that sadly did have some story. Hate it and cannot miss it, but it was like more or less of like the another brother of the Terminator thing. And I just noticed that the game does not pick up. Yes, it does! We have sound now. Yes, there is sound. Now me shut up my music. Yes, there we go. So, also other things I did change. Race. Change the species. I tried a lot of that fails. I don't like a lot of fails. So I decided I'd go with the other species that I always wanted to. I've played a long time with Viera, but changed through times because a hat issue. Somehow in the game there's a hat issue. The species. It is getting better and better. Less and less hat. But yeah. Currently, I'm level 15. I have the level to continue the main story quest, but I will not continue immediately. I will just go immediately like to Arbiter's Guild, and we're going to continue the story of quests of these. That's pretty much it. Also, let me start this so I can have something new. Well, let's report this one quickly. Ah, welcome back, honey. Seems to have done well. Both eye is intact, face appears unshred. It truly is the most terrible feeling to have one's cast interrupted by an heinous injury. It's one of the easier trials, if you ask me. Keep well away from the pointy slashy bashy things if you want to see the region of an arcane interference. That's just common sense. Fortune favors the fighter who flings fire from afar. I simply love the look of loading level at me by the distant duelist distressed by my diddly downpour. We Tormentor excels at offense, but fell miserably at defense. Our most effective strategy is to topple our adversary with overwhelming force before they have a chance to respond. Honor is for knights and dead mages. Your strategy appears to be progressing nicely. It won't be long before you dominate the battlefield as an avatar of sorcerer's destruction. And there's the little guy. So it's true, Buki. Don't try to hide from me, Bigo. Or you, Benny. Or Busy. Or Boha. Kokobuzi? What are you doing here? You promised you would teach me next. Well, yes, of course we did, Boozy, but Hallie here was the most insistent. And once again, you brushed me aside in hope that I abandoned my heart's desire. Will you deny me? Hate you all of you. You shouldn't say such hurtful things. You know how delicate Bigo is. Bigo. That was Kokobuzi, our youngest brother. He so dearly wishes to become a Termiturge like the rest of us, but it simply isn't impossible. Poor boy's Aetheric levels are pitifully low. We thought we had convinced him to accept Fail's cruel quirk when he has entered the Alchemist Guild, but he yet turns to walk the path of Termiturge. The determination that he spends all his waking moments experimenting with alchemical concoction, seeking a method by which he can expand his capacity for arcane manipulation. Well, this is obviously not your concern. Back to the abyss with you, young Termiturge, and I mean in the most encouraging manner possible. But yeah, that's mainly the point of this, of the first quest with these guys is exactly that. It's like, we're doing family matters. Level 10 quests. It's nothing important, honestly. It should not be the third raid, blah blah blah, still. Well, afraid of. Flame Devourer's eyes. So some of the things does not work anymore. The class did change. Like, they explained all the things work with Astral Fire, Umbral Highs. But it does not work like this anymore. Right, I need to, if it's with a Black Brush station, we're gonna walk there. Black Brush station is here. But yeah, that was pretty much. Oh, actually. No, I don't need it anymore. I did some hunting logs, like I said last time, like hunting logs help for the boost of XP. Because you get XP after each categories, and then when you complete it, you get even more XP. There is a small rewards of a ring if you complete the whole log. But to be fair, the log does not need to be completed. The ring is a nice thing of like, if you want to be glad because there's a symbol of the class on it. But that's pretty much it. Like, the only sad thing is that these rings are locked to the class. So like for Termiturge's Black Mage, you can only have it as a Black Mage. That's it. Like, if they were unlocked, like all class could equip it, could be attained that people do, but no. Alright. Sound at the same time as it goes. Yeah. Alright, let's go. Level 10 thing. A little like the Arcanist. It's another magic class I'm playing. The only difference is the Black Mage is purely offense. There's no other thing. There's no support for others. It just let me destroy everything from afar, and that's pretty much it. And then I've recently changed the class even more. Some of the rulings of the class is different. I have to get adjusted. And that's another reason why I wanted to play that class. I'll do it at least level 50 of when I reach the Red Mage. because I'll be playing most of the game as Ren Mage because I love Ren Mage. Like, the thing with the Black Mage is mainly, well, the Thaumaturge, also Black Mage, is switching between the Umbral Ice and Astral Fire. In Astral Fire, you will deal way more damage with your fire spells, but it costs double. But you don't regen MP anymore, which is the main issue. So you have to manage the switching between, because you want to use a fire spell because they're the one who doing the real damage. And vice versa, like switching back to ice spells to regen your MP. And Thunder Spell for double damage. How much does it make? I'm only missing one. Okay, that's not too bad. Where Arcanist comes in with the, you need to balance your things with, like, oh, you can support and everything, which you can have access like to a very weak healing spell, but a class can become Scholar, which is a healing class. You'll mainly do like damage per se as a summoner. Scholar who can heal, which is like dueling with this. But where Black Mage excels in like big AoE damage, big singular target damage, they have no support whatsoever. And you'll always see people often complain, not just complain, but talk about the, oh, Black Mage don't move from their spot. Yes, because they're casting. But to be fair, from what I see from the new skills and all, you should not. You should be able to freely move now. Yes, you need to stay on your position to cast. You shouldn't have this much issue anymore. And before, the switching of the Astral Fire and Umbral Ice was time. Like, I think it was a 8-second thing. But now it's just indefinite until other reasons are happening, like changing the map and stuff. Which honestly is better, but they removed the giant region. Now you get the empty when you cast an ice spell. A little weird. There we go. And that was it. That was one of the instances to myself. There's another one, which is this one here. The one class I love playing is the Red Mage. Red Mage will not excel in AoE, they will excel in more singular target, but they will have more jack of all trades. They can heal, and with a good heal too, they can revive. And you get one of the thing that's called double cast. So like the first casting spells you'll do will be a simple cast, but the second spells you'll do is free cast. It's automatically instant cast, which is very useful in the long run. Like many when I play Red Mage, usually on my main, many times of like I do dungeons or trial and things are going sour, I'll switch to support. I'll start healing. I'll do a healing spells, and immediately with my instant spell, I'll switch to the raising spell, the raise spell. I said it was quicker than I thought. Oh well. And this is the one that it teaches you that hey, sometimes you have objectives we play. Killing everything is not the same. It's just a thing. Here's 16. Now we damage it to a certain degree. We just need a fire core to appear, which there it is. Just make it move toward, back up. Just rescue. And here you go. Simple as that. I would have personally used if I would have been the healer, I would have personally just rescued the guy. Because sometimes people forget about that. Alright, I think the next ones are level 20, if I recall correctly. Yes, they are. Yeah, Red Mage is the class I love the most playing. But since actually Dawntrail, they've released the Pictomancer, which is another casting class, which is actually pretty fun. Very fun to use, pretty colors and all. Like, I was surprised how much fun I had with this. Like, it's the first casting class I level up to 100. Due to how fun it was. And I might retake it for this character, but part of me is like, I mainly want to keep the Red Mage. I'll see when it gets there. Yeah, blah blah blah. It's not important. Now you need to investigate here, which is south of Camp Drybone. Yeah, sure. I already went there. I can teleport there. This was during my hunting long surge. Aside that, like, I know one of the class range. I was deciding between still the Bard or Dancer. Combat, I'll go highly. Like, if I go do other jobs, like, I'll use a Sage, of course. It is my main healer one, I know the most. I'll have to modify some things quickly after that. Character customization. There is one thing I need to modify here. There is. Where is it? This one should not even exist. I know the existence of this one, but I don't need this. So let me just empty it. Four, alright. If I go character settings, if I remove the fourth one from here. So when I don't have this, it does not show. I need to go pick it up. Wait, no, it deleted my shits. What? Good tree, okay. This. It's still go get it. It's not to go grab it, actually. I know there's a way to switch it. Ah, there we go. Is drawn. I want you to switch between 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3. So now, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Perfect. The way I work with the controller is I'll have the fourth one here be like my teleport, my return, my mounts, other actions, and such that I will be shared. Actually, yeah, that needs to be shared. Sharing a bar 4. There we go. Apply. But when I use when my weapon is drawn, I don't want it to go back to this odd bar, which will not have a single attack. I'll mainly use the first and second, and some of the class will require me to use a third one. But that's not as often, thanks to the game being actually well made for controller, which is actually surprising, considering a lot of things like it's an MMO. It's an MMO that they know they have a good amount of player using controller, so they keep using like updating for like, oh, we still have controller people. Let's not overwhelm them. Which is one of the reasons that sometimes some of the skills will upgrade instead of having another one. Like, oh, I got Fire 1, Fire 2, Fire 3. I don't see them. I don't have a good example right now, but some of the skills will eventually like, oh, you've learned this skill, which is just one of the skills you've been using since forever, but now upgraded. There you go. Here's your stuff. 2030. The sight of so much ether is just so very comforting. We hear, Coco Bunny. Is that a crate that was stolen? Sally's lesson hasn't have had the desired effect. I assume the vile vicious liquid you have there is a beastman blood. As you should be pleased. He left a word for me to visit Illusory. Have you finally decided to begin my training in thaumaturgy? was kind enough to obtain a supply of Amalja's blood for you. An alchemist acquaintance of mine explained how you have been using the substance in your research to create mana-amplifying elixir. Naturally, we are most interested in the result of such experiments. So you see, Boozy, your work as an alchemist already puts you in a position to work alongside us. You didn't become a thaumaturge to be part of our family. That's right, aside, the battlefield's dangerous place, and our skill are not exactly suited to keeping others safe from harm. This is but another attempt to dissuade me from pursuing my true calling. I do not want to cheer you from the safety of my workbench. I want to fight along at your side. You're just gonna stand on top of you being harmed. Afraid to not do anything foolish. I do apologize, brother. I have sometimes forgot how difficult it must be not having a natural aptitude for the arcane arts. As I mentioned before, Kikubuzi is dangerously unsuited for the wielding of thaumaturgy. Even with proper training, he will be unable to cast magic as we can. Were he to attempt to force a manifestation of power, the strain of this etheric reserve will likely kill him. Let's not dwell on this unpleasant circumstance. For you, on the other hand, are burning with thaumaturgy potential. Remain diligent in your studies and do not cease in your effort to expand your wellspring of power. That little kick. Alright. That's it. Alright. Level 15 thaumaturgy class. And starting you from chapter. And the thing about this quest is, one of the important thing is, especially the time of Ever Reborn, it gives you a skill. It's important to get to do those. In my word. Blah blah blah. I know this part is not as important, but go. Yeah. I want you to stride right up to these tyrannical traitors and cry your eyes out. Yep. That's what we're doing. So let's smote, cry. Yeah. Let's repeat. And that's pretty much it. I know, is it this one? I think it's this one. They send us to a very dangerous spot. Master performance. The sniffing was a nice touch. You will, however, there are those who are unmoved by such piteous wailing. Momo's. Yes, it's that one. Okay, I hate this quest. Like, I need to go back here, which is not an issue, but the issue is. Yes, the issue comes with reaching the point. If you're, it's. I don't know if they've changed the quest, but I know it was a hard one, which I remember back then was, I was blocked to this quest. Like, I had issue to complete it. Alright, so reaching the Amalja encampment is a dangerous spot. If you go there too soon, even if like, oh, it's a spot of technically of level 15, 18, like, oh, we're a little close to 20, and I'm level 16, it's not that bad. But the problem comes with the Amalja here. Not only they hit hard, But her call correctly, you're aggressive. I need to kind of sneak in. Recall correctly, they go on sight. As long as they don't see me, I'm fine. This guy will see me though. He did not. So reaching the quest is already dangerous. The quest itself is a hard one too. Like I think I was sync level 19 when I did this. Successfully did it. Because these guys have the levels. These are dangerous guys. I hate you can sneak them, but wait, I think you can just run through. Try to sneak in. Nope, they symmetrically. Alright. Already, the difference is there's only one of these guys. Usually, I think the second one, there's two of them. Which is the moment where you need to use Sleep Spell. Right? Ah, there's the two. I don't have potion, but I do have this to help me spell speed and all. Right. So these are the guys that will need to use the sleeping spell. So there's only one of them attacking me. Will not attack this guy yet. I'll let my regen hit a little more. I have regen. Yeah, I don't have any regen anymore. Alright, let's go. Alright. And there's what we need. A moment, if you please. Pray allow me to shatter that urn. I thought if I assist you with your task, then my brothers might finally take me seriously, so I followed you. Well, what have we got here then? A couple of noisy sand rabbits and that were about to get skinned. Where'd you come from? So Boozy will be the hell for this fight. And always take care of the mage first. Leave this guy. We can take care of you. And Boozy, since he's an alchemist, we have potion for us to keep us our health. Another one arrived. Getting closer to Boozy so he can heal me. And didn't need it to. Sorry, I just had a quick message to answer back. I wish I could wield some sort of power. I became an alchemist in hope of creating some manner of mana amplifying elixir. All my efforts have been for naught. The result has been far too mild to make any difference. I'll never be a tomato like my brother at this rate. I'll forever be the pitiful, powerless little sibling. Almost earned. If I destroy it, then maybe my family will see me at what I'm capable of. Oh, don't you dare break my herd. Duh. That piece of powder just talk. Are you Mormo the Avoid Scent? Well, yes, I am Mormo, but I'm one of the nice Void Scent, which is a lie. It was the nasty ones that sealed me up in here for helping a mortal. If you'll be so kind as to open the lid of my urn, I will be happy to grant you a wish. Anything you desire, fortune, fame. Not really interested in fame or fortune, but perhaps there is one thing. That you have the etheric power to call that one of my brother. Power, is it? Well, a perfectly acceptable wish. In fact, I sense a latent ability buried deep within your spirit. It will be a simple thing for me to turn it loose. What more is there to think about? Open the lid. And yes, we just let it happen. I don't feel different at all. I think Mormo may have been lying. It's time we were leaving. Oh, were we supposed to break this urn? What is that? Yes, it will be such fun. I mean, it would be nice to return home after all this excitement. Yeah, level 15 is the moment where all the basic class job hits their main point of their story. Right, let's return to the port. Each bay. Don't use the ticket. We'll use them later on. All right. What time to report? I'm glad to see you making a habit of not dying. Before we discuss your trial further, I want to ask about Kokubuzi. When I saw him but a few months ago, he seemed odd. Well, odder than usual. Would you happen to know what of him? Kokubuzi joined me at my trial. He was a child? It is extraordinarily dangerous and foolish to interfere with Tormentor's training. I shall have to scold him most heartily. Such pleasantness aside, I am praised that you claim victory in spite of this unexpected development. The teaching of the Yawning Abyss have served you well. With your experience and control thus demonstrate, I believe you are ready to add a new spell into your repertoire. Escape. This elementary neutral blast of force will provide effective against all manner of opponents. If you're eager to test this incantation efficiency, I shall grant you leave to return to your training. I pity the next hostile creature that crosses your path. And this is one where a new reward. We'll go with the gloves. Actually, I love these gloves. Which are like just layer strap around the ends. Yay! Escape. Alright. I know they gave me a new weapon. I don't think the new weapon is better. No, it is, actually. But eventually, I'll have to switch up to a 2-ends. I will not switch it for now. I want to re-skate. It's been a while. Did I expect damage? 120% penalty will double. Okay. I'll put it there for now. It's an instant cast spells. It's not that strong. It's just useful. Pretty much. Alright. So I do not have until level 20? Yep. Let's continue the story. We're reaching the first dungeon, like, pretty soon, actually. If I recall correctly, I go back to Badron in Limsa, and then after that, we're ahead to the issue again. Alright. So, yeah. And the one and only Ali. I was told the distinguished adventurer might be reporting for duty. Fancy the adventurer being you. Warned though, this ain't no job for faint of heart, blah blah blah. This is the reporting. I take the money. I thank you for taking the time to help me out. And now I'm super busy, so I'll come straight to the point. Whereas the suspicious looking buggers have been sneaking in and out of Sastasha Seagrowth, and I need a trusty sort of to head up north of Heliport and find out who they are and what they're up to. That's not like so much now I know. But since that nasty business over in Swiftbirch, folk have been a bit uneasy. Well, I say a bit. Yes, they all can do not soil themselves every time the bloody floorboards creak. If you permit me, Master Badron, I shall happy to elaborate. Chief of the Yellow Jackets here. Your patrons are behaving or just thirsty. Neither, in fact, can we come hally back to the Limsa Liminsa. It is well you have returned. Over the course of the past moon, there have been several sightings of an unfamiliar vessel off the coast of Heliport, in the vicinity of the Isles of Umbra. So it came to my attention no more than a few weeks after a squad of my own soldiers had completed a routine patrol of the region, the Sastasha Secret included. Their search revealed little, save that a family of Curls had taken up residence in the cave. Nothing to concern us, in short. In light of a recent development, however, it will seem wise to search the Sastasha again. When the Sagans testing our defense daily, I'm loath to assign the task to limited force at my disposal. Our line is stretched as it is. Thus, I saw the service of a competent adventurer to conduct an investigation in our stead. Any aid you can offer in this matter will be greatly appreciated. Then it is settled. Sastasha is located to the western Lanosia. For more detailed instruction on how to reach the place, I suggest you consult Melpa. She can be found at the ferry docks and the lower decks. Further man, good luck to you, yes. In other words, go to the dock, talk to the NPC, transport to the heliport, avoid walking there. But one of those things, we need to rise in the challenge. This is a free XP shit that you want to unlock. Then there's this little guy that you want to unlock too. So we'll start with this. Wait a minute, the bloody book. Yeah. Then we'll go to the other one. I will not read this, but in other words, this guy is gone goof, but they need new tools, and we need to go to all the other cities, and this one, to grab new tools for them. Since we're here, we're gonna start with here. John Donne sent you, let me guess, a Barmy Fool's lost his tool. There we go. One of the three, we need the two others. Which is one in Gridania, one in Ul'dah. I will not go to there immediately, since the thing they unlocked, I don't need it right now. So, let's go to the ferry. Fisherman. Now we speak to this little guy. We give him back his journal, which unlocked us. Come on. The challenge log. Challenge log essentially is just things that will appear weekly that if you complete give XP, give money, pretty much it. I say. And you want to ferry board. Yay, let's go to Sastasha. For LA port, right here. Pay the ferryman. And we're here. Channel point. I get it. I need to add more expensive stuff. Like I don't honestly want to add stuff like make sounds because so much often they're loud. So I'll add eventually things of like depending on the game speed. Hey, attunement done. Sounds between more okay. Right. It's annoying after sometimes, but yeah, exactly. Like, and honestly, I'm the kind of person that nearly all this stuff, all my readings, I have timers so that I don't get spam. Yes. And this is the moment where the game. I do suggest you like, hey, you should do that. You should talk to the guy. You should learn how to play with a team. So we'll do it because of a simple thing. Like, is right here. Actually, they give loot. All of those, some of those trainings. Like the second one give hand gloves and boots. Fourth one give some pants. Sixth row, but the last one gives a ring. The ring increase XP earned by 30% when level 30 and below. This is so huge. The ring is so good. You want to do them, and we're going to do them. and it's basically just learning stuff about your class in your job to do. You have exercise for like all the type of for like magic DPS, range DPS, range physical DPS, close DPS, and tank and healer. You do get some heads up of like, oh, this is the thing, how you do this and everything. So as annoying they can be or long, it's worth being done. So this one is simply avoid the attack. Nothing more, nothing less. I don't even need to draw my weapon. Because they will teach you, like, hey, this is an AoE. Move from it. You don't want to get damaged by AoE. AoEs are orange. Orange is bad. Except in some of the rare case, and I do mean rarer case, where the field is orange, so the things will become like a bluish. It did show a different pattern. This one it's not as large, but they go far. You need to dodge those. Now we need to dodge AoE like this of the Black Mage. Now they combine, because it will happen, sadly, to avoid them. Always have the time to move. Just need to relax. It's no emergency. Because that will be the one thing I will say about the game is, unless you do very specific kind of content, I do mean specific kind of content in the game is fair. The game will teach you mechanics. And yeah, spoiler alert, we're doing everything. We need to do all of them. I think they consider magic and range to be the same one. One more thing about it. But they do have different gear. But again, they explain to you, like, your role is to inflict as much of them as possible while keeping your own skin intact. That means stay out of the fucking AoEs, motherfuckers. Sorry, I will. You can't just attack whichever. You need to wait. Exactly. But by your ally, then you risk of becoming the target of a deadly aggression. Exactly. I guess the purpose of this exercise is to teach cooperation. Yes, work with your team. Every single raid you'll do, every single dungeon you'll do, you'll have all of you will have rules to respect. Tank takes the aggro, healers will support the tank mainly, but will also support the DPS because there's some damage you cannot avoid. That DPS, your job is to kill shit. Respect your position. Don't pull monster before the tank. The one thing I will say that they do not teach it properly is right now when they're showing it is the monster is facing us. The tank should actually be from behind. They should turn the enemy and like position themselves behind it. Like they should be around here. But it's a training, we don't care. But I think it's actually a thing they do ask you and show you when you do the tank one. Yes, give me my boots. Now we need to continue. What is this one? Coordinate with your allies and defeat the enemy. I think this is the one where they'll have more than one target. Multiple opponents. Yes, exactly. There is a coordination with your comrades. Each foe will follow us. Also suffer under focus assault. With your allies defeat an enemy, and we can move on to the next training exercise. In other words, try to have the same focus as your allies. But this is less true nowadays. Like, people will always bring up big groups to do AoEs, but it is still important. Never go under, don't go attack another one unless the tank, like, if the tank attacks, like for example, right now the tank has not touched neither the axe wielder or the monk. I should not attack them at all. My main goal will be to focus the same on the tank. Be careful with your abilities. Abilities can sometimes be changed to become AoEs. So you should be careful. Like, I will not use the Blizzard 2 I have on my other part of the hotbar for the simple reason it's an AoE. I will not use it. Because if I do it, the other guy will come to me. The tank, technically the tank should go grab it, but they sometimes won't. But I can confirm to you one thing, for players, it is rare that players will not grab the aggro from all the modes in front of them. Rare. It does happen. Sometimes it's a misclick, sometimes they forgot or they lost the aggro. Always depends from things here and there. Go, another done. Next one. We get the pants. Yeah, and this one is you need to. Yeah, this one will teach us how to that you need to defeat, but you still need to remember to avoid. Oh, but turning into the test must need to. Yeah. It's a fancy world footwork. Yeah, alright. Come on. Put me in, coach. Put me in. For our counter, exactly. And again, see, I can attack the other guy. It's only this one. If you're a black mage, or if you're a casting class, unless 100% sure, don't care. Move your ass. Don't stay in AoE because of your casting. If you're lucky, your casting can reach a certain point in the casting spell time. You will not interrupt your spell and finish your spell, but this thing is not for everyone. Move from the AoE. You're more useful alive than dead. That's all I'm going to say. Yay, I've got the pants. And the only thing he's missing is the body and the ring. You have to deal with enemy reinforcement, exactly. Remember, we'll target your weakened comrades, so you must be quick to eliminate them. Okay, this is not entirely true. The main wants to move to the next exercise. Okay. This is where aggro system arrive. I think what they mean by your weakest comrade is the healer, because healer will heal more than one people and everything, and they attract aggro, hostility from the mobs. A tank is their job is to merely keep an eye if they see this to grab them, but sometimes they do not. So because some of these extra mobs can easily be taken down very quickly. For example, but since they've been healing the tank, these guys will go for the healer. Better us than the healer. You want the healer alive. The healer can heal you. Rainbow Mercy is the main tank, yes, but they will still heal you. How about Alright. Challenge 6, I think, is the blocking interaction, if I recall correctly. Interact with battlefield, yeah. This is just teaching us that, hey, sometime the game will have interaction. They'll have mechanics. Mechanics are important to complete because, hey, if you do not do it, screw you guys. Pretty much it. Come on. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Me in. Thank you. Then there's an ad break. The gate is open, so now I need to hurry here and use the gate lever to remove it. The reinforcement do not appear. We have a little automaton that showed up, not an issue. I'll take it out. Again, though, the tank should be able to grab the aggro of it, but sometimes, well, he will not. For example, these guys did not. Welcome back, people. Yes. And that's it. Yay, give me my reward. Now the only one left is the one that hey. Last one. This is where you technically put everything you know into the final sequence. Put me in, coach. You can do this. While he's talking, actually. There you go. I like this. I like the look of this road. Alright, let's go. So again, you'll put the finisher size. We have our healer right here. We have the tank right there. We're gonna attack before the tank. Let the tank attack first. The tank right now is a dumbass because they should have learned to dodge the AoE. Oh, maybe a new ads showed up. Pick it up. Because you don't want them on the healer. Alright. Multiple foe, don't go against the tank. Follow the tank. Dodge the AoEs. Yep, way up. One, dodge one, dodge two. It still only can use the instant cast spell to continue to be attacking. Kaboo! And again, like, the way the tank position itself is wrong, they should turn the Gubu around so that when they do their AoEs, they do not hit the healer or anyone behind. And if you're saying, oh, well, DPS can just go around here, you could. But if DPS does this, they have a chance of grabbing aggro's of monster behind. It's not better. So tank, please turn the enemy away. And sometimes their AoEs align, so they'll get everyone behind. Like, it's already good you're teaching the corporation thing right before dungeon. And there we go. It's done. Job's done. And I level up. I got a new ring out of this. This one. And that's pretty much it. That's all of the trainings. You get new gears, you get a powerful, very useful ring, especially in the beginning. Then you can continue to the dungeon. Guess where things I know are different from this point on. Please tell me you're here for the objective team. That's some sought out stroll, blah blah. Or you know what, a ship has been slipping around the Isle of Umbra. We've been on the lookout for pirate activity ever since that vessel was sighted. Thinking a crew of cutthroats might have been dead nearby. So when we received word that men of questionable quality had been seen passing in and out of Sastasha here, we weren't entirely surprised. I've yet to see them for myself, but if this is lost belong to those fishbacks fancying Serpent Reaver, well, you can imagine the panic it'll cause. The kidnapping are still fresh in people's mind. Anyway, we're tasked to poke around in the caves and find out exactly who we're dealing with. While you do that, I'll be keeping a watch out here. They don't spot any blue face tattoo. And there we go. Duty support unlocked with Sastasha. This is the dungeon. It's the one where the game tells you like you'll have Eagle. It beckons, everything. Read, refresher, don't be an ass, help people. But this is where I'll also bring these people in. I've not talked too much of like surrounding NPC for reasons. But there is something about these guys. They're other adventurers, technically. So speak with them. Alian. Grandfather and I are companions on the road. We travel where the wind takes us, and drink in all wonders this world has to offer. Only an adventurer can understand the joy of such freedom, discovering hidden places and experiencing sights and sounds that few may never ever know. The passing year have begun to take their toll on the old man, but no force save death itself will sate his appetite of adventure. Adventurer, you too are here to unravel mystery with Sastasha? I have adventured across this wide realm for more seasons than I dare to count. Yet, still Eorzea managed to surprise me with her beauty and splendor. Our journey are not hindered by the attainment of riches or fame. It is an unquenchable thirst for the unknown that drives us into the wilds, time and time again. Even if I explore the world of her 1,000 years, I will never grow weary of this life. A granddaughter and a grandfather, like the granddaughter and a granddad adventure. That's cute. Now we come here. Peaceful. Let's start with Liavin. You're so slow you'd lose a foot race to a tree slug. Okay. Payureo is perfect for an inaugural outing as a party. Wander around the caves, turning over a few rocks. How difficult could it possibly be? I never expected our first visit to the Adventurers Guild will yield such a straightforward way to win fame and fortune. Ave! What took you so bloody long, Eda? If me purse was too light, we might have considered using some of your old bleeding coin to get us what we need. It only been useful as content as your pocket. The gods know you can barely heal a scratch. We took up adventuring life to take on big jobs and claim the big rewards. How are we meant to do that if you can't even get our supplies in order? It's here, the ones Bedaron was talking to. Well, we'll see who get the glory. It's the job which should have been ours in the first place. And there's it. Sorry, Aver, I came as fast as I could. I tried haggling with the merchant, but 2% was the best I could get for the money you gave me. I had no idea how expensive they were. We'll need to remember these guys. So, the thing they had now is this. This is the thing that was had since actually Shadowbringer. But when we've reached and during the time of Shadowbringer, they had this. Normally a dungeon, you need to run it with other players. This is the game telling you, hey, you don't want to deal with other people, but you still need to do the dungeon for the story. You can do the main dungeons without the other players. You can just do this. Want to focus on the story? Do this. I will do this one with the group of NPC because I'm curious of some things. NPCs will run mechanics. NPCs will have a limitation to what he can do. Yet, for what they are, for what they have, it's actually surprising. NPCs will mainly follow you and things of this sort, and they will either only dodge or attack. If there's an AoE, they will dodge. They will no longer attack. It's important to know. Which changed dungeons from being sometimes for like a 10-15 minutes to maybe a 25-30 minutes dungeon. It takes a long time, but it is an easy way to learn mechanics and things of this sort during a dungeon. So let's go for it. Also, loot is reduced. Like, it is reduced. Come to the first dungeon, guys. So, again, NPC, this is the thing though. NPC will follow you. They'll try to remain the circle like they are right now. Tank up front, the other damaging DPS on the side, and the healer on the other. They'll try to keep this, but you have to move first. So when we arrive near monsters, pretty simple. Aggro will come to me, but the tank will come up and grab them. Actually, I just noticed I have 5 now, which don't mind if I do. But these NPC will also work in the same way of like the training area. Don't grab too far, don't go ahead, and just go one at a time. Hi, Cred! How you doing? Casting playing way too long. But the high deck crate, how's it going? It's going right. It's going alright. A little exhausted, but going back to the first dungeon and everything with the character. Hope you're doing well on your side. Okay. Throughout some dungeons, sometimes you'll see these kind of memos. Those are mainly lore. Mainly. The back then, they used to have something else. Like for this one, you find a bloodstained scrap parchment with a message scrawled upon it in the faded ink. Captain likes his sea blue. I'll explain a little later why that this note was important. Is way cool. Yeah. I've played FF14 since 1.0 and I still play to this day. Right now I decided to start again since there have been a lot of changes of the story for a long time. Some of the quests have changed, dungeon have changed. For me, decided I'll go back to the game and just discover the new character. And at the same time explaining some of the old things. I have a long journey ahead, considering that Dawn Trail, it's 7.0. So... But at the time I decided to go back to relearn also Black Mage, because I've learned a Black Mage there. I knew that with the recent update there was some change, so I wanted to go back to it a little more to relearn those changes also at the same time. So it's more like a double like workaround. Also, it's been a while, to do this story first since Sorrel Reborn, so it's also a refresher for me. Alright, these guys will need more AoEs. These are fragile things, but the main guy here is this one though. It's close. I play a lot of RPG, of mainly focused story-based game. I've played my share of like what would it say? I've played my share. You can still see below because I did not remove it yet. I was part of the Concept SMP, which was a Minecraft server. A lot of fun, and all of the RP was there. Otherwise, I like to focus mainly on story-based games, like visual novels or some of the RPG. I love discovering new indie games too. I've played some of my share of Repro and Phasmophobia with some friends, and I'm also gonna play eventually when I set up a little more clear to some older Pokemon games, things of this sort. Like for now, this week I'm mainly playing Final Fantasy 14, but during the weekend I'm discovering Clair Obscur of Expedition 33. I've started last Sunday. I will replay it next Sunday because I'm busy on Saturday. But yes, I'm a big RPG fan. I do love my share of more actiony games, but I'm more focused towards story. No, well, okay. I stream mainly in late evening for me. I stream 3 times a week, and weekends will mainly be at least once or twice when I have it. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and weekend when I can. So it's part-time. I enjoy streaming. I'm having fun streaming. I'm having fun sharing the experience and everything I discover from indie games and such. Yeah. Yep, I got a day job. Very useful. I started streaming just to have fun and share my experience with other people. Like many, if streaming could become my main job, would I do it? Highly yes. But I know it's something that will happen not soon. It would take time. So I put energy when I can on the streaming. I try to play as much as I can, and I try to keep it up. Like before the SMP I did, I was streaming twice a week during the SMP, since I wanted to give more exposure to the SMP, have more fun there. I started streaming 3 times a week. Eventually, with time moved on, I started streaming all the time during the old time the SMP. It was exhausting. I do not recommend. With a day job and everything. Do I have? Yeah, I got a drink now. Alright. Angle channel? I don't have much. Right now I'm just here enjoying my time, enjoying sharing things I discover, and that's pretty much it. Like, again, like I said, like, do I dream of if this becoming my real-time job? Yeah, this could be fun. I could live with this. But at the same time, I know it's not everyone gets that chance. Not everyone. It's a risky things to go on. I will say that mainly with my main thing is like be able to share more and more of what I discover. Not only like in I should not have done this. Not only like discovering more games, just grabbing new people, having more interested, and sharing my time. I'm here to have fun. This is something I would not want to lose. I think like the moment I have less fun streaming, I'll take a break and see what's going on. Like what's the problem? What's the issue? Like I do want to get eventually a better model. I do want to get better things. I'm working improvingly. Like I've had a new redeems for with channel points. I want to eventually give more time. I want to add it to text to speech. I want to add it some other stuff. All simple things that with time will be added. Alright, so the note from earlier said blue. Because it comes with this little puzzle. Like, if you take the wrong one, it will simply provoke a fight. We don't want that fight. But we need to fight the boss anyway, so. And by using the blue, because sometimes they will be written red, other times will be written green. Always varies. There we go. No monster, no poison, no nothing. We can just... But we can't avoid a boss fight. Oh, a bunch of streamer hit partner and remember our body, and that's cool. God, the thing is intelligence. He's avoiding the AoEs. Alright, treasure. Treasure goes immediately into my things because I have no one else, but otherwise sometimes we'll have more people joining, like, no, just there. Alright, go. Go. Sorry. Up. Wrong. Things. Won't be long. There we go. Sorry. I'll go say sorry to you by accident. There we go. Alright. Oh, I just noticed he's moving them. He's moving them to grab all the other guys. That's good. I'm not doing something bad here. I was not targeting the same guy as the tank. Like, don't get me wrong. if you do that with other players, it's alright because most of the times tanks will naturally grab all the AoEs and keep the AoE, the aggro on them. So you can tag different targets. Don't get me wrong, but it's preferred to all aim the same guy to avoid issue, get them down faster, and move on. Alright. I don't need pants. Also, during the time from World Reborn, some of the dungeon add branching path, different things. But eventually they removed those and mainly more linear. Still fun, but I miss those. And don't expect to explore much of the dungeon with other players. They'll keep it more like, oh, the end is there, let's go to the end. Pretty much it. Which is the reason why if you can reach to other people you know and play with them, you can take your time and explore more. Yes, there's a timer. If you look at the side of the screen, there's a timer to do the dungeon. But it's over an hour. And to be fair, I never reached that. Ever. Like the only time I've reached, no, wrong. I did reach it closer to eventually, but it was mainly due to the fact that we were a party with, we lost people. Come on, grab the doggy. Grab the dog. All right, you provoked it. Alright. Grab the key for the quarters, which is right here. Like, again, if you have a good party and you want to explore more, I'll encourage, because this way there's a chest you can grab for more loot. Also, if you stay unable to move, like idle too long in the dungeon, I think it's 10 minutes, you will get kicked out automatically, no matter what. It's not the most captivating things. It's in the beginning. They're like low. Not gonna say risk, but there's no low rotation. Like there's not much. Like for now, we're simply rotating between ice and fire and adding some lightning from time to time. It's not the most endearing or captivating gameplay, but it does get better. The rotation, like you can switch skill, have more access to different stuff. The beginning is not the most, it helps learning a lot, but that's one of the reasons why eventually like a higher class will literally be level 50, 60, 70, 80. But there also comes the problem with that, yeah, well, to learn these class, it's a lot of reading mainly. There we go. Actually, you know what? Let's complete the quest. Let's complete the map. There's only with NPCs, and I cannot do this with other players. Oh, these guys. You saw those? Alright, actually, while we're here. Like, also, especially in some of the branching path in the beginning, in the Realm Reborn, there is, you can always request the tank. Like, don't mind asking chat, hey, do you mind if we do a full clear for, like, hey, I want all the loot or something? Because defeating the enemies like this, they remove the XP they give. Now, you don't give. I don't get any XP from these guys. The only XP I'll get is from boss. That's why a lot of people will just don't care anymore. Rush for the boss, rush for the. But some people will be understandable, like, hey, I want all the loot possible. They will grab it. A Realm Reborn dungeon has branching path, but eventually all the loot is on the path. There's no worry about it. I think it's starting at. When does it start? Heavensward? Heavensward does not have branching path. Trying to remember. No, it's pretty much a singular path. Yeah, it was literally removed after a Realm Reborn. And you get more loot. Knuckle. This is for Fulgus. Flash Monk, which is not a class I play at all. I could go grab these guys, but I just don't see any more chests that way. And the area is explored, so I don't need to go there. Again, this one has loot. Go into the hole. Open the door. Grab the chest, which they're hat for tanks. Not useful. Here. This is the one for tank. Bands for tank earlier too. I don't think there's something in this one. Question of loot. Oh, there is loot. But I also have a bar fight, so can I just? No, he jumped. Okay. You know what? I'll do it. Usually, you do, especially with MP, you don't do AoE much. In here, I'll do it. Just keep an eye if you want to do this. Keep an eye on the left. You see all the names of the targets with the green dots? If it becomes another color, it will go to yellow, then orange, then red. If you are red, that means the monster is going after you. As a tank, if you're not a tank, you don't want that. Also remember, AoEs work in a specific way. For example, the Fire 2 works in a circular range around the target I'm aiming. Sometimes it'll be around yourself. So you need to make sure that I want everyone to be hit, I'll need to hit the middle guy. Sometime eventually, you don't. So usually when you actually switch to like 3 or less target, switch to normal, to singular attack. 3 or less, well at 3, just switch to singular attack. And that's all there is to explore here. We can continue. Also, I have the Tabor I've got. It's a pretty cool one. But that's also the thing, like, the Elf Novice, the gear they give, is technically the same gear you can get doing these, but in a different colors. Right? These lines represent busts, by the way, or something going to happen. So these will be fights, like when you start, after some time, they will be locked in. Like, you don't see the message because it's in the chat. The warning, in 50 seconds, the place will be sealed. There you go, it's sealed. If you were outside before, you'll be requested, like, hey, do you want to jump in? Usually the answer is yes. But if you die and respawn at the entrance, you will not be able to respawn it. So if you die, the healer is alive, stay on the ground, wait for healer to revive. Here's that. You see, immediately, tanks jump in. This is typical reflex of tank. It's perfect. Unlike the other one, Adreno Half Novice. This is typical thing. Lay down the ads. And we're good. There you go. Again, certain dungeon will require certain mechanics. Sometimes there is one particularly that I remember that will require, like, don't kill the ads. Alright, guys off. And now I've mapped the place. Get my achievement. Also, the other thing is, like, singular attack will always do bigger damage than AoEs. Always. I'm doing it with too much Blizzard. Don't care. Alright, let's summon these guys. Oh, I read the right one. Other things I can say is sometimes some fights will require like the second tag. Those are more special fights, but you need to make sure that the two most aggressivity in one, which one, yeah, I'll just explain right now. Just grab these guys. Okay. On the upper left corner, you see the targets that there's the A under next to the thing. That means he has the aggressivity. The enemy attack this one. 2, 3, and 4 will be adjusting depending on which will be next. If, for example, the monster goes like do an ability, because it does happen, we'll have, oh, I'll attack the second one instead of the first one. Well, you see, you know who it is. For some of those fights, we'll usually have a second tank, or you'll want to have the. You don't necessarily want to be the target for those. I think actually those are only included for like the special fight where there's 2 tanks. More I think about it. Alright. She's spawning ground shore walker. And there's Death. Nope. Okay. I don't know how they changed this fight. The unnatural ripples will be an interaction you'll need to do during the fight when there's bubble on it. I don't know if these NPC will interact with those. Because so far, first boss must not change, second boss must not change. Like, all the boss will not change. This was the one thing I expect to be changed. It doesn't seem like it. We'll see. Start a fight. Come on. There we go. The place is sealed off. Okay. Now, so normally, the mechanic is simple. You go interact with this, you stop the presence. So you won't have any ads shown. I did not do the other one over there. Here's the ads. So the NPC do not go for them at all. Interesting. And the thing is, you barely have enough time to go between each other. But you do attack the ads. Okay. Right. One thing you can do if you want to make sure that the tank gets the aggressivity on a monster, go toward the tank. Most tanks' abilities will work in AoEs, so it's easier for them to grab the aggro if you bring them the enemy. And most things will be intelligent enough to like, oh yeah, I didn't grab that one. Let me switch up. Also, there you go, the bus is dead. Where's dungeon? Where's dungeon clear? NPC are guns. Oh no, they were there. Oh, the Indian track where I get closer. Oh, that's cool. Alright. At the end, always a chest. Also, you heard it, but you did not see it. At the end, I receive a loot. Most dungeons, story-based dungeon, will give you a dramatic loot at the end of it. This, I do mean story dungeon, which we're consider quote unquote leveling. And the loot will be given always be for your class. This loot. This one I got the boots. Again, considering the fact that I did the Hall of Novice, I already have this. So the difference is colors. This one's a little more brown. With the black boots. That's it. There's dungeons in here. Now my quest is go to the Drowning Wench. As you can see, things are different. All the adventures that were present are now gone. Oh, time to go back. The next two dungeons, I'll do them with other people. They'll be making them. They will make them faster. Castle. Like, what is the next one? Tamtara? Tamtara does not have a mechanic that will require for like change. The one I didn't know that it had more change was Copper Realm Mine, which is the third one we'll do tonight. That was on the book. Was mine. I'm afraid that ship is already sailed, friend. Be interested in the job of investigating Sastasha. This Nashimbo has not only sailed, but now returns to harbor. None the worse for its voyage. A pity. We drag our boots too long for this one. No matter, the wheel will turn and our chance will come. You're right, of course. But there should be no rest till we have attained our goal, lofty though it may be. At the wake of Sleek, great leader. Our hymn lets you wonder is to perform such feats of heroism as will earn us a place in the songs of every hell house in Eorzea. We mean to write a legend which will inspire adventurers yet unborn to follow our shining example. Do you have such goal, large or small, it matters not. Only have a star to reach for and you will reach higher. Purpose can sustain you, though times of hardship. Keep your eyes on the prize, and all obstacles will be overcome in time. You will not think of to stride into battle unclad, will you? Well, those are as armor and armored for the spirit. I wish you fortune in your endeavor, my lady. There we go. Now we report that yeah, we did it. There was Saggins. Yeah, Fishback. Yep. Get a job done as you always do. Yep. And he tell us about the forest folk, which means we're off to Grindania. And now we unlock the thing that, yeah. You can always search for more specific thing. If you want, like, I want to do that dungeon with specific group and things, I could do a party vendor, but you might find other different kind of people. This is a little warning of heads up, like, hey, you interact with people. People can be weird sometimes. Heads up. Don't be dumb. Call to the forest. We're off to Grindania. Now I'm doing something bad lately. My level is 20. I have enough levels to go back to Ul'dah and do my job quest, which I should do. I will not do it for the simple reason that the job quest does not teach me a new skill. But I know in some capacity later on run, they will. So level 20, I can skip for now. myself, my name is Miyun. The Caroline cannot be in my place. This is the place of the adventurer in Green Danya. And this is where we get to reach to learn more about the issue in Green Danya. Because this is a thing, like I said, like in the saga, in the Serpent Reavers were a problem during the story of Limsa, which we saw. Danya has their own issue. Hulda had their own issue. We're going to do this quest, like dungeon, which not necessarily complete those, but will give us information. So even if you did not do those, you'll get information. But need to go even more pressing if you've done step forward. Bolor and blah blah blah. Good news is our journey has been wasted. Alright. As the equivalent of Rainer we had in Limsa, this is the window from the Bolor. He's the leader of like leading charge around Gridania. To the heart of the matter, we wish for you to nip a potential threat in Gridania in the bud. The essential shroud there lies an underground burial site called the Tamtara Deep Ground. The place was once a Gelmoran settlement, but we Gridania have long interred our dead there. And however, shadowy figure have been seen sulking about the Deep Ground, and with ever increasing regularity. Based on the accounts of your witness, we suspect that these individuals belong to the land of Delamu, a doomsday cult which sprung up prior to the calamity. These have proven themselves dangerous in the past, and we leave them to their own device at our peril. I will have dispatched my best man to scour the Deepcroft with our orders to flush the cultists out. Alas, the calamity decimated our ranks, and limited force at my disposal are constantly required to keep the Ixal at bay. Bearmen have grown restless of late, and I fear a storm may be brewing. Anticipating of this, I have been compelled to spread our force throughout the Dwell's Wood, lest we be taken unaware. The question is we must turn to others to deal with the lambs of the Delamu. Can we rely on you to undertake this task, Frank? In other words, they asked for mercenaries, we are the mercenaries. Alright. This one's not far. But literally, the game is throwing you 3 dungeons back to back. And when you get to the you see the Sastasha is level 15. Tamtara will be level 16, and the Copper Rail Mine will be 70, if I recall correctly. Alright. Let's move on. I think it's bad. I was looking for a monster because, like, for this one, the Dynamite right there is aggressive. Their side, they will attack. Eventually, if you're higher levels, they will just ignore you. Damn, reach that point actually. No, this is the wrong. Yeah, this. There we go. Let me tune. How is it tuned to new crystal you come across? Chocobo Keep are useful in the beginning, but later on less useful. Still, keep them in check so they can access those places with Chocobo Ride. any skills? Thunder 2, level 26. Fairly sure I'll have another skill before that. But yeah, I have Mana Word. Level 12, are you going to be in danger? Ah, there you go. Well, remember these guys? That thing I happened to Isildur and not thought with the fruit will cross the way here. Sometimes he has too much vigor for his own good. Age is supposed to mellow us, but if anything, it has made him more impetuous. I understand his desire to make us for the time left to him, but one misstep and there won't be any. Curiosity prompted me to commit the most elementary of blunders. Were it not for the fruit that Eliana found, my adventure may well have ended in this forbidden place. Always look before you leap. In my haste, the most fundamental rule of adventuring slipped my mind. I believe I shall rest here for a while. And look who's there! Those are the 3 people that follow us. That was in the end of in Limsa. Again, and I'm surprised to see you here. You took the prize back in Limsa, but this time we'll give you a better sport. Or am I no true adventurer? Try to avoid the monsters. There we go. And this, yeah, the Lamp de la Moon, which is a problem. Trust me, it is. And there we go. New dungeon unlocked. And this time, I'll do it with other players. So, I'm queuing in as a DPS. Spoiler alert, you will wait. No matter the server, you will wait. Unless you're playing a tank, unless you're playing a healer, you will wait. Like the average wait time right now is around 10 minutes. Tank and healer, if you're lucky, you'll have an instant queue. But always varies on the time and everything. DPS, you'll have to wait. But there is a special ruling that goes above everything. If these dungeons are always linked to a roulette, always linked to something different. If I queue in the dungeon, it will queue in for like in the duty finder because like here the duty we have leveling, guild heist. The one I'm doing, Tantera, is part of the leveling roulette. Which means anyone queuing in for the leveling roulette will be able to go in for my dungeon. Since it's the first time doing the dungeon, I get priority. Which means people finding going for the roulette or anything else that relates to this dungeon will fill in the gap at the priority first. Then come back to other things. So we'll just have to wait for now. In the meantime, what I can do is unlock this. Lavender Bed. What's Lavender Bed? What the hell is this shit? This shit is actually the housing system of Final Fantasy 14. Which, if you know anyone talking about Final Fantasy 14, we will know about this. It's impossible to get a house. Is it true? And it's a good 90-ish% true, yeah. Now it's easier. Before it was impossible. But even to this day, it's still very difficult to grab a house. Like, very difficult. Welcome back from the ads. So, Lavender Bed is technically more or less the housing area for the region of Gridania. It's a very cool one. Send me in. Okay. Yep, that's pretty much it. That's Lavender Bell. That's the area for hosting the Gridania session. I was lucky enough to grab one when the house with my friends when the housing system arrived. We had one actually in the Gridania. But to understand one thing, there is 30 words. The 30 words, you got 30 plots separated into 60. If I recall correctly, up until 7, 6, 1 to 6 is free company only. 7 to 21? No. 7 to 20 are either free company or individuals, and 21 to 30 are for individuals. As you can see, it is all full. I'm on a very popular server, which is Hole, and there's no free house. How do you get a free house? It's a matter of, is the player ever connected in 30 days? Yes, they'll still have their house. If you're lucky, there is one free. But that one free, I can assure you, people are already bidding on this. Now the system have changed to a lottery system, so it's more fair. Back then it was hell. It was just hell to grab a house. Alright. That's actually one of the reasons I started doing dungeons and all with DPS, and it was so long to wait. Back then it was even worse. That's how I started leveling up gatherers and crafters. Might actually do that. I think what I'll do is level up the fisherman when we go to dungeon like that. It's either that or the NPC, but NPC I feel like I should be better use of like being the tank. Right. Ninja teleport. I will do the other quest for the testing Gridania. Oh, she's here, 3. Right. Sorry, I was snacking on some chocolate, almond chocolate. Put this away. There we go. As you can see on the side, I'm still alone. That's weird. What? 9:43? Should be more people active for this. Well, let's go to Ul'dah. I got one dude to report there and one Thaumaturge quest to begin. Oh, it's the Alchemist guy. Remember. Right. Alright, there we go. Now we'll be able to return to Limsa to complete that quest. Now here. To begin the level 20 quest. Victim. Alright, next lesson. More prepare pursue the page of the power and peril. Let us begin. Blah, blah, blah. It would be right, for example, should you meet this malefic mage slayer, or he or she who would hold murderers. What Thaumaturge needs is Ticket Thrall, or a courageous companion to accompany her in case where collective groanings are expected. Now, as for trial, Koboha, pray allow me to suggest a practical course. Found busy with news if yet more slaughtered Thaumaturge. Their mutilated bodies found fooling in the water of Nofika's well. Will have Hallie aid me in the hunting down of the culprit when the prowl is yet fresh. Corruption last time busy, but are hardly the hardy henchmen she needs to clear such hazardous hurdle. Understandable, brother. If you will allow your fear, I can introduce Hallie to a valiant warrior who recently entered my employ. As you hear service of a stalwart swordman, and that would indeed be in line of learning the lesson of the day. Perhaps from now, let us be about our business before Koboha change her heart. I'll be waiting for you in Nofika's well. Alright, dungeon time. There's a thing you can do eventually to like skip the cinematic that you already seen, so you cannot see it again and again. In the worst case, you can always do a skip cutscene. I want you guys to see it. There we go. This time we're other players. And like they usually do, they will grab more than they'll aggro, which is fine. But it's also the time that sometimes you need to see with the healer. Can the healer handle all of this? But in the beginning dungeons like this, healer, yes, will be able to handle all of this. Just don't outrun the healers. Keep them in check. Keep them in mind. So yes, it is much faster in some way, but it's a risk. And this is the moment that this guy is not very brilliant because he's not rushing toward to grab more things. But we've reached the boss. Don't want to have monster on you when you reach the boss. And yet, there they are. Again, it is an easy dungeon. And now this time, when you loot the other players, you'll have the looting room. I can greet it, try to get it, or pass. Because I don't need it for my class. This time, I pass, I don't need it. But if I were to level up like tank class, I could press greed, and if the tank does not need, I'll have a chance to get it. He's taking a lot. Maybe too much. This is a wall-to-wall tactic. Not every healer can do that. A lot of healer will hate you. Hi. Hope you're doing a fun D&D. I was talking earlier, like the tank has the distance you at least switch. So if I were to get close, I will not get hurt because it switched the boss on your side. Helmet. Don't need. I guess we already had it. Grab everything because they'll do wall-to-wall hiding again, which might kill them this time. Depending on how far they go. Should not go. Okay, this is beyond risk now. At least they waited that we mow down the number. take out the mage at least. Right? Okay, they at least recognize that the next line is a boss line. I have Yoke Reflex. If I don't cast spell, I don't regen faster. I can regen, but right. This is something I'll need to change from. Also, Noir, let me give you at least a little shout out. Shout out to Noir. Thank you for being here, even though you're still on doing D&D, which I respect. Right. Bum, 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 bum. And it's bus time. So again, we go back to the information, like those are void gates. Void gates allow them to summon monster from the void. And like this was a big ritual to summon this guy. Which, if you go back to the story time where the only one was able to summon one big demon by itself, shows how different it is. It was a big ritual. It was 4 orbs, activating energy for this one. And there we go. Second dungeon done. Where's the loot? Don't need this. Don't need this. There we go. Okay. We need to go here, which is south of Horizon. Let's teleport to Horizon. And we'll get there. About to hit 10, I'll hit Copper Rail Man. I think after Copper Rail Man, I'll hit 10 though. Smaller stream tonight, but I'm a lower energy nowadays. So you come for a few to come. My Rugadin friend here is the warrior I mentioned back in the Illusory. Now there's no time to waste. Why don't you head into the stream and examine the bodies of a slain mage? I'll go with you, but with my delicate stomach, I fear I might contaminate the scene. Remember, you're looking for anything that might help us track down this killer. Right? Evidence. We gather more evidence. Okay. That's the one thing I did not talk about yet. But I did talk last time was the Fate. Fate are a place for XP and everything. If you over level, you will not be able to take part in it. But I could level sync and take part in it. But I don't want to. Gather evidence. Go back. Woozy. Do you have anything incriminating? There we go. Here's some proof. As to touch, the star must have been recent indeed. They may yet lurk nearby. Return to the creek where the body lay, and linger for a time. They say your aura is saturated, as it is, with enticing energy. Will lure the mage slayer into the open. Have courage, Hallie. Our burly companion stands ready to leap into your hand. You hate. Word. English. Bleh. Hey, there's our destination. Let's go in. And it says instance battle, level 24 maximum, but I don't care. Soul sucker him. And again, I do have a tank. So Take down the ads. Duty failed because the guy died. Ah! Alright. Not changing any settings. I just merely need to put the fucker to sleep. Like, this is literally a whole technique. I have to use very old techniques for this fight. I'm impressed. There you go. Right, let's go back. With our Hardblade, since our partnership with the Hardblade is went splendidly, it is unfortunate though that one of the imps was able to flutter away. Did you not notice? You wouldn't wish to report to Kokoboa with our child but half finished, would you? Of course not. I'm afraid, however, that Rogadin has already collected his recompense and reported for the nearest hell house. What to do? What to do? Determined her caliber can handle a single imp. Yes, if I'm not mistaken, it fled into that little cave over there. Hurry now before it slips away into some hidden nook or cranny. Go to the cave right here. That is not Kokobuzi. Well, it is. but the cuckoo is possessed by the void sun and escaped from Mormo's urn, was feeding on the entire energy of all those slain thaumaturge. And you, my dear Manarit Chali, were to be next. I have wanted to absorb your delicious power since the moment we met. A pity, it has been such an amusing charade. However, did you see it through it? And Kubizi's brother, how can I not? Is trying to destroy you, Mormo, and put a stop to these sinister killing. As the eldest, I must take responsibility for my family's misadventures. A coward like you, destroy me? Your opening strike would have been pierced my heart, but instead you aimed for the knife. Fear stays your hand. Fear that slaying me will also slay your sibling. Poor spineless thaumaturge, I shall however leave you with a pleasant thought. It was Kukubuzi's fervent wish to amass this power. He craved the arcane strength to stand beside his brother as an equal. What a shame that he must now stand against you. Leaves me to admit, but there is some truth to that creature's word. I surrendered the perfect opportunity to end this. I have betrayed my own teachings. Don't you return report to the completion of your trial. I will remain here for a time and gather my thoughts. Alright. We're gonna wait actually. We're gonna complete the other quest that will allow us to go back into the next dungeon. It's 3 dungeons back to back. Alright, what level am I? I'm 23. Getting good. Still need level 50 for Red Mage. I'll use Mender actually. Don't underestimate the reparation of your gear. Welcome back, Hallie. I realize I'll be informed that your foray into the geek world was a success. But I expect anything less, but a resume endorsement left me in a little doubt as to your capabilities. Even so, you are to be commended. Bullord Lewin asked me to pass on his thanks. Must say it's something of a relief to be able to call upon such a capable adventurer. Sadly, death has become an ever more common occurrence within our fraternity of late. Times being of what they are, the guild is constantly inundated with petition. We are hard-pressed to find enough hands to deal with them all. While it's been no shortage of work for able souls such as yourself, also provide ample opportunity for the inexperienced to overreach themselves, with predictable consequences, as if to illustrate the point. Remember these guys? Affair's gone, it's all your fault. If you hadn't taken you an age to heal him, you will still be alive. But I tried. He bolted out of range before I could finish the spell. He shouldn't have been so hard-pressed in the first place. We should have done more to lighten this burden. To the hell with this particular excuse for a party. I'm leaving and it'll be too soon. If I ever see your face again. Goodbye and good riddance. And me as well. I doubt this comes as a surprise, but I never liked you. I suffered you for your healing. But you couldn't even do that one thing right. Cruel though this may sound, you brought this upon yourself. Oh, and by the way, some of the parting advice: get rid of Avir's head, bury it, cremate it, do whatever the hells you like with it, but for God's sake, stop carrying it around. Just get rid of it, alright? Hey, don't leave me alone, please. So sorry, Avir. Please forgive me. want you to process this for a second. She missed a spell, guy died, and died. She has his head. She's carrying around his head, not his body, his head. Spoiler, by the way, you will see her again. Ladies have become all too common. That makes 12 times in half as many days. See why I'm grateful for any of your experience. I can send a woman like you on a mission without worrying that you might not return. Well, not as so much at any rate. Your mission will entrust you with another. And now they send us to Ul'dah. Yeah, it's me. The quick send of Ul'dah. I'm lazy in teleporting, but if I want to save gills, I could use the airship travel and blah 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 and blah. No. Alright, let's complete the Terminator's quest. While we are here. Has been to introduce Mage Slayer, consider chapter complete. Alright. Before my brother who was misfortune, I have yet to reconcile the Maelstrom within my own mind. Yeah. No wonder, buddy. Do I want the boots? Glove, mask. Give me the boots. Go. Why did you switch? It's... Oh, okay, I see the skills. Okay, the skill points are not better. Okay. Adventurers Guild. Momodi. You are here. Yep. And now for the quest. That will lead us to the dungeon. Last one of the night. Ought to be arriving any moment now. And, yeah. Papa Shan, happened to a will be ending the petition. He's here. You can acquaintance, my lady. I am Papa Shan, formerly of the Sultan's Sworn. Thank you for agreeing to let us your aid. At your mind, Majenya, it's a funeral court. In other words, there's issue with the mines. There's monster. They want us to help out on this thing because shit happened. I'll briefly go like this. Yeah, pretty much. And there we go. Once this one of the worker. Alright. Now we go to the Copper Realm line, which is at Horizon. Right next to Horizon. What? I'll teleport. Being lazy. bomb. Alright. As you can see, this time there's only these two again. Dolores Bear and his entire party dead. Giants were in their works. Judging by their tracks, would seem to try to rush a horde of the creatures. I'd say for sure what drove an experienced crew like theirs to throw coach to the wind. I do have my suspicions. But all home critics and our desire to better pass achievement can rob us of good sense. Thus do we become more given the reckless. But it is important to have goals. One must not fixate upon them, to the exclusion of all else. Do so, and one will surely pay the price, as Dolores Bear and his comrade did this time. Interest for long years and borne witness to many pivotal moments in history. Though the time may have changed, the essence of our trade has not. Adventuring has been a quest of self-betterment throughout the challenge-free phase, and ever shall it remain so. As the adventurer becomes more experienced, he will naturally acquire love or justice, an understanding of the spirit of self-sacrifice. Such experience cannot be measured in intangible way, and it must surely shapes who we are. Grounded as it is in the decision we have made on our journey and their consequences, good or ill. And sense light within you, young one, and tells you that you are destined for greatness. You have no idea. Yep, we're here for the dungeon. Third one. Let's go. Let's change this. Hey. In the meanwhile, what can we do? Oh, I'll unlock the Ulda's place, which is Blackbrush Station. If I recall correctly. Not Blackbrush Station. It's right here, actually. Let's go. And we'll finish with the one of the limbs after the dungeon. Just so you know, mounts do get unlocked a little later. Until then, we have to sprint. We have to run. And mounts do get a speed. Better speed, but still not the best. Eventually, the mounts will allow me to fly, and which will make it more easier, more faster. Still need to walk for now. I still need to decide. Do I go? I want to do a tank class eventually. I don't know which one. Should I go? Gladiators for the Paladin. Paladins are fun to play, which are highly defensive. Could go for Dark Knight. I love the Dark Knight for some of their skills, some of their stuff. But it is the weakest of the bunch. Like, and I do mean the weakest of the bunch. Gunbreaker is level 70. No, 60. Yeah, 60 to long. Which is still a ways out. But doable. Alright. Now we can go like this place. My only choice is really that. I don't like the Marauder or the Warrior, which is the Berserker class. I don't like them. As much as they have the most strongest rotation to self-preservation, I don't like them. Yes. Let me in. Go to this one. The Goblet. This is the one I love the least. I don't like the Goblet. I don't like the old region. I'm not the most fan of it. Right, start the flame recruit. And that's it. I know the one thing that did change a lot also is when I said earlier about dungeon, Copper Barrel Mine is the one that received the most change. If I recall correctly, I think two. The second and last boss changed the most. Did the first one change? What was the first one? I think the first one barely changed at all. No, I think the first one did change. It's a bunch of hats coming in, and then eventually yeah, the first one, yeah, the whole Dungeon of Copper Barrel Mine of like boss fights have changed. Yay, okay. No, oh, there we go. Hi, Judy Bingus, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. I'm tired. I'm on low energy for the past couple days now. That's why I'm mainly streaming, like going for the FF14. Does not require me a lot of me. Okay. We have a new tank. Alright, let's get in. Oh my god. Alright. What do we have here? Okay, he's grabbing 2 waves. Let's go for more. He seems to be going for more. You said you were new, buddy. Don't exaggerate your pull. Alright. This guy might force me to go play Fang. Which one am I playing? I'm a Dark Knight kind of person, even though it's the weakest of the bunch. Dark Knight cannot unlock until Evan's Word, and it will be level 30 when I unlock it. I might need to go wait and reach for the Gunbreaker, which is level 60. It's not that bad. And Gunbreaker has cool rotation, cool combo. Right, plays of those. Let's load the way in. And first boss. This guy has been changed. Like before, it was a series of smaller monster, eventually reaching this guy. Now it's directly this guy. See this thing? This is a tank. Tank Buster. If you're not a tank and you get this, you're doomed. The end. There's no way out of this. If you're playing a tank and you have this, please be brilliant. Use mitigation, reduce the damage, and if you're a healer, prepare to heal the tank. AoEs, the pattern has not changed. I love the AoEs. Right. Think things, don't mind. Oh yeah, remember they removed a monster in here. There used to be 2 heads here. Kept the chest, you know. Follow the tank. Don't be dumb. Don't be dumb. Don't be dumb. You. Yeah, alright. Yup, he was dumb. This does not happen in later dungeon. Only in the Heavily Reborn dungeon. This is another guy that changed so much. This fight used to be more of a tank getting the aggro, getting a bomb to appear, explode to make it more vulnerable. Now it's a regular fight, nothing special. Like, it wouldn't matter, even if you came here unsynced, not only this boss had giant amount of HP, even if you take it down, it will split up. So, just do the mechanic. And now in some way, they just remove the mechanic from this fight. They made it more dodgy and things of this sort, which is not necessarily bad, but this robe, that's the robe I have, but in a different color. I want it. This isn't my favorite color, but I still want it. Again, like I said, always follow the tank. Don't grab aggro from everything. It's not every monster is necessarily force on you. Again, mainly in a realm before. Afterward, another story. He's brilliant enough to position the monster. I'll give him that. Not even remove the monster in here. And get the chest closer. Okay. Here's the cutscene. The final boss. Knock knock, who's there? It's a goal. Buster. Just as safety for the Buster, never be near it. Some Buster are larger than what they show. It's a small zone. There we go. Yeah, that was my level up 25, I think. So I get the Tomerchurch quest. It was good. What's the loot? Thanks thing. Need the thing stuff. There you go. Also, players are. I will say that depends on the server and everything, but most players will always be more friendly toward new player. They get it. That's not everyone I play, and especially when story-wise and everything. I'll often like, oh, you're watching a cutscene. Let me wait for you to finish your cutscene before jumping. It's not all the servers. It's not all the players. But I will say, most of the community is like this. Most. There's some exceptions to the rules. Never go for the full thing that, oh, they are like this. No, they are not. Alright, let me finish this guy's quest. Then I'll go unlock the Limsa's housing spot. Then we'll do the quest. Do I do the quest for the Tomerchurch tonight? I will do the quest for Tomerchurch tonight. Achievement tools in my trade. Yes, here's your tools of your trade, friend. So Shadowland is the hairdresser of the game. So when you want to switch your haircut or anything, go to this guy. This embodiment of all its beauty in this world. Oh yes, you're the ice station. Yes. Jardin. Let's skip this. It's not an important quest. It's just a funny one. So technically now I have the A station available for unlock. When I go to my inner room, I can go to those. Where is the... I need to go to the crystal actually. Because it's not at Summerford Farm, it's at the other place. Which is not more by Dry Dock either, it's the other weird spot, which is Tempest. Yeah, it's right there. This is my the housing sectional unlock is my second favorite. I actually, on my main character, have an house in that area. I want to eventually save up money on my guilds to be able to switch house and hope for one in Ishgard. Hope. Yeah. Not that bad. I can switch up like terrain. Like, I'll move my house there and it'll be done. But still, it's I need to reach that. Did I get more stuff? I did not. But yeah, like I said earlier, the robe I just got is the same as one as I have, except in a different color, green. There you go. Actually, I prefer the brand new one. For the gray tone, gray bluish tone. My friend, you! Yeah. I'll talk to you two to unlock this spat. I play Paladin again? I don't want to wait for Gunbreaker, but Gunbreaker would be unlocked very fast to level 60. Gunbreaker. Yeah, I think I'll wait for Gunbreaker. Alright. Second best sourcing area for me. The best. I get feel very vacation, very relaxing spot. The beach and everything. I love this. Don't get me wrong, Gridania is beautiful, it's very peaceful and everything. I'm more for this. I guess two type of cozy feels. But yes, I don't think I can find my house though. Good try. What? Let's give it a try. It's not complete at all. Was it in the 20 if I recall correctly? Second one. No, it's not there. 21. Don't see my name. If I don't find it, I'll just switch my character. There's a house for sale, that's rare. Ah, there it is. Karen 18, word 22. Is on this side. Yeah, alright. Mist East. Yeah, I'm right next to the market board, summoning Bell, and this is my home. But the entrance is not finished. I will not show it. Yeah, it's my little cozy place. Like, due to limitation of me playing on console, this is the best I can do for now. That's one also the reason why I bought the game, the license for the PC. I can redecorate more, do more stuff. Now this is done. Let's get out. Square. But I also wanted to eventually switch to Ishgard and have a different types and feels and everything, but I will have to wait. If I'm lucky enough, I can eventually save up enough gil to get a bigger one, but at the same time, there need to be one for sale, which is the issue. I'm not the most fan of one of the other zones aside from Ishgard is also the Doma region, which is more like the Japanese style. Alright, let's teleport back to Ul'dah. I will do... what do I do? What do I do? Because part of me wants to level up a tank now. Yeah, I'll wait for Gunbreaker at this point. I think I'll reach Gunbreaker during Evans Words, even before that. If I'm lucky enough. There's so much quest between Evan's Word and Realmly Born and Evan's Word. The Eden chapter. Where's my mic? I'll have a chapter of Book of Mormo. Who could back to Gunbreaker? Gunbreaker wasn't. Yeah, I think. Part of me hates it because I have to wait till level 60 for unlocking it. I don't necessarily want to grind it from level 1 to 50 to like where I am right now again. Like Gladiator have such good survival skills and all, which Gunbreaker does not have. Right, this is one of the guys. I think there was one inside of here, if I recall correctly. Like, I know they make some work on the Dark Knight so they can survive better, but they're not good. I know there's Dark Knight players out there and they love the class for so long, and I was part of it. I'm still part of it. But the Dark Knight class needs a whole rework, if you ask me. I think I'm gonna need to level up the paladin. I'll stick to my guts. I'll stick to wait for the Gunbreaker. Teleport, don't pay. No, do pay. Coverage. Pom 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 pom. Here's the book. Which is main. I think it's only that. I don't think there's any. Yeah. There's all not but misery and despair. So no choice but to employ our traditional approach. Well, I mean death for us all. Blah blah blah. I don't think there's not much. Poison is feeble. Assure yourself some sentiment. I'll offer a void center a chance to glut herself on my mana. Yeah. In other words, yeah, it's mainly like the discussion for the plan to save Kokobuki. Lucy. Oh my god, this is far, man. I don't have a mount yet. Alright, teleport. I'm actually level 25 already. I'm 25 level away from Red Mage, which will be more interesting to see me play as. Not gonna lie. I want my mount back. It's the moment where part of me is like, I miss my main character right now. A little bit avoiding this. I could be flying and zooming at the same time. I'm here to experience the experience of a new player. I'm suffering it. What I do, I might do the Russian, like some of this stuff. Like, oh no, there's an instant battle. I cannot. I mean, I'm lucky. The Russian to do a roulette, which would give bonus XP to doing competition of this, just to help me reach level 50 faster, so I can be Red Mage faster. Oh no, those are aggressive monsters. I need to go the wrong way around. It's hard to think. I want to do also like job per a job per expansion. Yes, I can't because of due to this. Yeah, here we go. All right. Still might. Because Dark Knight fits so much better in some stories. I might use Dark Knight for Raven's Word. What? What? Sardina? Hi! How you doing? Ah, silence. Can't do shit. Can't do shit. Outside of Dizzy, I'm replaying the story. Alright. It's my own fault. I'm replaying the story from a new character. I should have picked my own and just do it again plus. But I didn't want it because I wanted the full experience of new player. Let me give you a quick shout out. Well, I can. I still have the time. There you go. Ugh. Playing Minecraft. What were you doing on Minecraft? I saw you. Was it yesterday? You were doing some Bedrock. I watched it. I'm actually happy I never faced you in the Bedrock Wars because that's it. Bed Wars a lot. Oh, that's what I thought. I'm getting my Bed Wars PvP. Yeah, I get that. Alright, here we go. It's like for me, Spoopy and I were talking like, oh, for our character epilogue, we're going to. I made a quick server with some mods just to like do some quick buildings. I want to do some sort of epilogue for it, so I get my fix of building there. Yep. There's a chance of yeah. All right. Right. Miss it. Oh, you have no idea how much I miss it too. Like I understand everything, but like, part of me is like, oh, I can connect to this to the SMP right now, and what is there to do? It's not the same exactly. Oh, I missed it. I miss the SMP so much still. I found other games to keep me busy. I keep contact with all the Silent Echo. We have so much fun. Not gonna lie, I cannot wait to do more things for season 2 with other games. It's pretty much it, yes. You have no idea. Like, even for now, like, I've talked with some friends before the SMP, like, oh, we'll do a Minecraft server for us just to go in and goof around. And like, when the SMP was over, it was like, oh, I get to do that now. And I'm like, I'm looking for mods to add to the server. Like, this is not the same. It's not the same. I want yet. I love my friends, but I miss you all. Oh. Give me the glasses. There you go. There you go. Alright. One last quest for tonight is about to be 11. I'm exhausted. Skill. Right. Right here. Oh, it's the Instance battle already? Oh. Well, let's do it. Level 21 and 26. Well. Kerr Coppermill returns. Thanks to you, our mining operation can resume and Ulda will have the materials she needs to rebuild. The entire nation is in your debt, friend. I'll share the good tidings with Papa Shan next time I see him. As for you, you'll want to report to Momodi. I'll do the woman will see. I'll do the woman wills to see you alive in one piece. She's right behind me, Ben. Oh. Shut your mouth, you thieving little swine. You stole from me, don't even think to deny it. Please, sir, I didn't steal nothing. I brought this, paid for it, with my own coin. What, Rat? You refugee all the same. Couldn't afford maggoty mole meat, much less a choice cut of dodo. I'm going to say it one more time. Give back what you stole, I'll make you wish you never set foot in this town. By rights, I should turn you over to the brass blades, you know. Help keep the streets safe for law-abiding citizens. But a reasonable man. If you agree to serve me in whatever capacity you require, the authorities need to hear of your crime. Okay. Quick history here of what's happening to Ulda. Ulda, with the things that happened with the Empire of the Guardian Empire, which did not see much since the beginning of the story, but we'll get to see them more and more soon. I've conquered Alamigo. Alamigo is the territory from Ulda, which now all people who escape from this are now called refugee of Ulda. And there have been settlements, many people in refugee are not the most well treated. So there's been this not civil war, but civil problem and from the inside. Brassblade are some sort of security, like police. At the same time, they're more mercenaries than anything. And well, people don't want to mingle with. Visitor, help me, I beg of you. I swear on my mother's grave I didn't steal nothing. I bought this with the coin I saved. I didn't want to treat my children to a decent meal. And who the hell are you when you're at home? This dog's master? I've had enough of this mummer's farce. You lot teach them a lesson. Under two. Not doing much, buddy. Yep, you should have. Nope. I'll take this one down. Mage. Hey Venturos, how you doing? Been some time. Give me a sec, we'll be long with the Jinsen's battle and give you a shout out and everything. Welcome in everyone. Alright, good complete. Let me shout out to Venturos. There you go. Hope you're doing well. What are you playing? Oh, you were playing on 14 years too. Welcome in, welcome in. Hi everyone, my name is Andre. The little fairy with me is named Hallie. I'm a big player of like story-based game mainly. I'm playing currently Final Fantasy 14 to like as a veteran going back to the game in some way. Like what I mean is I've been playing 14 since 1.0 and I've heard so many changes of like the beginning of the story and things of this sort that have been happening, but I never went back to do it. So I decided I will do this on stream, talk about the game also, some of the story plot and stuff. So yeah, this is a whole new character I've decided to play. Character team tries over. And this is a plot things happening and where I will see what happened in the past. Also, don't mind the dumb sticker in the corner. It's just to hide the chat of what I'm in the game. So there were more refugees than when it last looked. And you wouldn't be mistaken. But it's been 5 years since the calamity. Why are they only coming here now? It's simple, really. While a number of hamlets survived the immediate aftermath of the calamity, many were no longer able to support their communities. The residents found their lands that had either been rendered barren or cut off from trade routes. And problems like those aren't easily solved. Though they tried to make the best of it, it was only a matter of time before they were forced to abandon their home and seek new life in the city. I see. But the calamity affected the whole realm, didn't it? Is it the same thing happening in the other cities? If the talk is true, yes. Though perhaps our situation is more pronounced, though as a reputation for being prosperous, it's natural that the refugee will try their luck in here first. My heart goes out to them, it truly does. I will be lying if I said that I wasn't apprehensive. All their presence doesn't form a lawless in the city. Well, if things do take a turn for the worse, we always have the Immortal Flames. They say the Brass Blade will welcome their help. They're heroes who fought the Guardian Empire patrolling the street for riffraff. It may well come to that. Impoverished and desperate as they are, you may be sure that some of the refugee will turn to crime. You know what this place is like? If you have no coins, you no hope. Old as the merchant city, it's like I don't want to say Vegas, but if you don't have money, you don't survive. Become your city. Not all refugees are bad, mind you. Some are able to find employment and lead honest lives. The Tenderloins get you to yeah, sick version. You think that Ul'dah was as well as its way to recovery. Peer through the veil of prosperity and you'll see no end to the misery and suffering. So we saw her do by the Tenderloin. What not? You meet your friend a defenseless citizen? What? Saw her by that mean, you say? That's absurd! Aye, as did I. Leave the poor woman alone, you damnable vulture. Who said that? I will overlord this, just this once. Which, if you hadn't come along when you did, who knows what the monster would have done. I don't bear thinking about. To just rain around, but enjoy Pit 14 minutes queue again. Thanks, Mentor. That's okay. Go relax. Go take care of yourself. That's alright. Ever selfless hero, I see. It's been a while, adventurer. I've been watching you closely ever since you flew out of Limsa Lominsa. You discharge your duty as the Admiral's personal envoy with admirable humility, and have you display all following courage in the face of danger ever since. Whensoever you came upon those in need, you gave them succor and with no personal gain. In summary, you demonstrate all the qualities we seek in an adventurer. For a reason I cannot well explain, your every deed seems invariably to serve the general good. Whether you mean it or not, it is a happy knack and one which speaks volume for your character. Yet, for all your memorable qualities, it is your gift which intrigue me the most. I speak of the vision you experienced, vision like the one you had mere moments ago. If I am not mistaken, I can provide you with the means to understand them. An acquaintance of mine is blessed with the self-same talent, you see. If you so desire, I can introduce you to her. She and I fought for a common cause, a cause which will greatly benefit for your support. If you would agree to lend us your strength, we should be glad to do all within our power to aid you in your personal endeavors. Think of Maya for a while. Should you decide to accept it, pray speak to Momodi. The proprietress of the Quicksand is a close friend and ally of ours. Inform her that you will have been chosen by the Science of the Seventh Dawn, and she will tell you where to find us. I just noticed how goofy the hearings looks without hair. I need to change that haircut, or no, what? No, just do that. There we go. No, this is wow. Oh my god. Alright. Don't worry, blah blah blah. Go away. We don't need you. Uh, There's a lass here who wants a word with you. Didn't actually know your name, but hearing your description, I knew who she meant right away. For sparing the time, I realize you don't know me, but I've been longing to speak with you for a while now. Hey, that's the girl carrying the dead dead guy's head. We're gonna be one to be told. Anyway, I'll be drinking with my friends in Gridania when. Sorry, we were in Gridania when the leader of our party was killed. He and I were to be wed in the spring. You may not remember him, but to say that you remember you will be an understatement. We will sing your praise from the dawn to dusk. He saw you for what you were, you see, adventurers, and sworn that he will be like you one day. A friend not remember him for the chance since that day. Blah, but anything for when you are, I'll achieve. I can find inspired just up there. I decided to start again as an adventurer. I will go back to the village of my birth and begin training anew. I want to meet you first to ask you for your name. I shan't forget it. You say you want to know about the signs of the Seventh Dawn. You're beginning to move in earnest, then. The signs aren't no ordinary folk. The work they do ain't no ordinary work. I know full well how capable you are, but even you would think twice about attempting some of the stuff they do. Knowing that, if you're still certain you want to get involved, I'll do what I can. Do I stop here? I think I'm gonna stop here for tonight. Repair my stuff. Alright, wait for Gunbreaker. Otherwise, I need to reach level 20 something for the next quest. 70. Oh, it's not that bad. I'm just really much advanced with all the stuff. Please, a paladin till I unlock Rinmaid and or Gunbreaker. Dark Knight is more fitting for Evansward and Shadowbringer. And the Dark Knight quest is actually pretty badass and pretty cool. Like the Dark Knight quest story from level 30 to level 50 is incredible. It's a good story, and that's one of the reasons why the maker of that story, that questline, became the writer for Shadowbringer. That was a main point. Right. Okay. I'll read things. No, don't want to talk. Speak with you. Okay. That would be it for tonight, actually. I'll rethink of the class and everything of what I do. Cause I was talking. Dark Knight can be unlocked only in Evansward, and you're going to unlock it at level 30. So I still have to level up to 30 to 50 before doing any different quest. Story quest. Gunbreaker's level 60, it's not too bad. Sage is level 70, which I can wait, to be fair. Denser is 62, actually. It's the same time as Gunbreaker, so it's 60. Viper is 7. No, Viper is 80. Viper and Picto are 80. Those are late. Viper will be fun to play. Viper is a fun class. Complicated because of the patterns and the skills, but it's a fun one. I'll have to think. For now, I'm gonna keep for Thaumaturge since I'm 4 level away for being Black Mage. And after that, it's 20 level for the Red Mage, which will be very fast nonetheless, because I'm already level 26. Technically, the main story quest right now is level 17. I'm 9 level higher. Yeah, I'll have to think about it. I'll think of this. Alright, log out. And while it's logging out, let me switch you guys here. It's not too late. There should be people to be able to raid at this time. Let me close down the game properly on my side. Alright. Let's go see. Momo is still playing. I think they only want to finish that fight. I think I'm gonna raid Momo. Alright. Stream manager. Black raids. Assign Momo. Who's online? Kimi's on. Tomato's on. Tomato's is on D&D. Yeah, let's raid Momo. And I don't think I ever raided Momo. No, I did raid Momo once. I don't mind. We're gonna raid Momo. For Friday, I don't know if I'll be part of the collab with the other Sun Echo, since I don't know the energy I'll have. I'll try to have to be rested and be able to do it, but if we do, it's Guilty as sucks if I'm part of it. Otherwise, it will be more 14, I guess, or a bunch of demos. I'll see how the energy goes, how I feel about it. Then on Saturday, no stream on Saturday. I have D&D. And on Sunday, back to Clair Obscur. I cannot wait. I'm holding myself to play this game more. So until then, thank you again, Sardina and Venturos, for the both of you for the parades. Until then, wish you all a good night, good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, wherever you are out there. Please do take care of yourself, and I'll see you all Friday. Bye bye.